to welcome you all who are attending the Global Studies Conference in South Korea. I'm Dame Deanna Ziegler, PhD from Florida A&M University, and my presentation is entitled Social Networking and Globalization, Making Connections. To begin with a discussion on social networking sites, we can begin with a definition. To construct a public or semi-public profile with a bounded system, articulate a list of other users with whom they share connection, and view and transverse their list of connections and those made by others within the system. To just start talking about social networking in general, it's accessible on several mediums and platforms. So you can use computers, cell phones, radio, television, and internet, and there are both software and hardware applications. Now, when we think about statistics and how many people are using social networking sites, we can just look at Facebook. There are over 400 million active users on Facebook, 113 million active users on MySpace, and Twitter, which is the fastest growing social networking site, has over 100 million users that are registered as of April 2010, so it's moving quickly. But if you just think about social networking and its purpose, number one, global communications. You want to make connections with friends, families, people you know around the world. It's also a tool for cross-cultural communication and understanding so that we can learn about each other. You can help build community with this sort of understanding and communication. It's a participatory environment where people can go into these sites and participate in a lot of discussions, and it gives a voice to the voiceless, to some people who may not engage in communication. The other thing, it's a tool of socialization. People get involved in social networking sites, some because they want to be popular. It's an opportunity to be immersed into something, to escape. People use avatars so they can be something other than who they are, and to be anonymous. Anonymity is another reason why people engage in social networking sites. YouTube basically has really created a whole socialization output. You have about 2 billion videos that are watched daily, and people who are uploading hundreds of thousands daily as well. And then you have Second Life, where people can go in and engage in a whole activity in a community and use avatars and conduct business in this social networking site, Second Life. Also, social networking has been a real tool for global news and entertainment. You can get updates. You have promotional and PR tools that the news media and entertainers are using. Viral marketing. If a video or something goes viral, it is instant product, an instant hit. Enhancement to enhance whatever you are doing as it relates to your products and services, and as a big tool of feedback. Feedback will either make it or break it through these social networking sites. Global corporations, international business has an opportunity to connect, build partnerships, help build a global economy. Some people are using it for employment, for PR and market research, so you can get feedback from markets around the world, etc. So some of the same ways that it's being used in entertainment, it's being used as it relates to business. Global education for student engagement and re-engagement is a dynamic tool. You can create teaching and learning environments where people around the world can study together. Students around the world can engage in distance learning activities. And what if education can go viral and it's as popular as some videos that we see? Global philanthropy, that is a big area that these social networking sites can help. Again, a lot of people are using it as PR and marketing to enhance fundraising activity. The We Are the Worlds, for example, those kind of videos, and the second making of that, and using it as fundraising devices, and people can also go out there in the discussions and get people very much engaged in whatever kind of activity is going on so that they can send money and help raise funds. Global politics, big effective area. Communication is the main area so you can stay in touch with your constituents. President Barack Obama's campaign was very effective in using social networking sites to get his message out, to get other people talking about his message, and to get votes. So a big area, a lot of people are using social networking sites as a tool for public diplomacy too, so that we can set the right stage for discussion around the world and help to bring about peace. Globalization, while we're looking at, Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, but there are global sites that are appearing across the globe and that are being developed day by day so people can engage in discussion. While we're talking about globalization, let me just leave you with some very important areas. We can use social networking sites, communication among nations. I've talked about that as it relates to global communication. We can form partnerships so that we can work together. Global feedback on our issues that are important, such as the environment, global economy, peace, all of that. And also as a tool in global disasters. We've seen this in Haiti. We've seen this in some areas where people have been connected with people they've lost and loved ones as it relates to global disasters. So that is a great tool for us, and that will continue to be a tool in the future. And last but not least, social networking sites are used for surveillance. They're a tool for law enforcement. They're also an area where we can get feedback as it relates to terrorist activity that may be forming among social networking sites. So this is an asset that law enforcement can go in and see what kind of activities is being discussed in these sites. In addition to ordinary citizens now are watching and reporting back to law enforcement. In closing, let me just say that social networking sites are here to stay. We will continue to see them grow. We will continue to see our communication grow, our business, our finances, our politics, as well as our education environment. There's so much that we can do together to foster peace and understanding around the world. We're all in this together, so let's use the social networking environment to help bring peace and understanding around the world. I'm Dame Deanna Ziegler, and this has been Social Networking and Globalization, Making Connections. Enjoy your conference.